Hi everyone, my name is Jamie Wallace. Welcome to the training webinar on the Adult Learning Center for the Stillwater Public Library in Oklahoma. So we are looking at, right now, the main screen for Job Now. So with our Adult Learning Center, you have access to that from both the Job Now service and our Help Now service. So the Stillwater Public Library has subscribed to both our Help Now and our Job Now services. The Help Now service is our academic tutoring service, and the Job Now service is our job search help service. So the page we're looking at right here will be the main page for Job Now. Now I'll go over the full Job Now service in a separate video, but for today I just want to go over the Adult Learning Center. So you'll see here as one of the options on our main Job Now page here, we have a link to the Adult Learning Center. So if I click on this button, it takes me to our main Adult Learning Center page, which is right here. Now if I open up this other window that I have, this is the main Help Now page. So within Help Now, we also have a link to the Adult Learning Center. So if you click on this yellow Adult Learners button here at the top of the Help Now page, that will take you to the same Adult Learning Center page right here that we just saw. So you can get to our Adult Learning Center either from the Help Now service or from the Job Now service. It'll look the same, this window here. So the point of today's webinar will just be to go over all the options that you have available here in the Adult Learning Center. So this can be used by any adults using your library. This might be adults who are taking classes, who are preparing for any sorts of tests or certification exams, who are just looking to brush up on academic skills for any other reason. They can come here and get help from our Adult Learning Center. The reason you can access our Adult Learning Center from both Help Now and Job Now is that because we have some resources here that are specific to academic tutoring and academic tutoring help for adults. And then we also have a couple options here that relate to the job search process. So the Adult Learning Center sort of bridges the gap between our Job Now service and our Help Now service. So on the main Adult Learning Center page here, I'm going to start on the right-hand side underneath where it says Lifelong Learning. Basically, these 5 options you can click on here are 5 of the same options that we previously saw in Help Now, if you've seen the Help Now video. So I'll go over these again in case you haven't. So these are all academic tutoring options for adult learners at your library. So we have a live tutoring button right here. So an adult learner can go here to connect with one of our live academic tutors and get help with whatever topic they need help with. So on the left here, you just choose a general proficiency level, so either basic, intermediate, or advanced. If you choose advanced, you'll see some additional and higher level subjects here. So you just choose the one you're looking for. Let's say it's writing help. You choose that. Click on the Get Live Help button here to connect with a tutor. You can also choose this checkbox here. You can click on that if you'd like to get a Spanish-speaking tutor. We looked at a live session in the Help Now video, and we'll also do that within the Job Now video. So I'm not going to do a live session here from the Adult Learning Center. The live sessions will work exactly the same if you start them here from the Adult Learning Center as they do from Help Now or from Job Now. So you'll see the same online classroom. So if you connect right here, you'll enter the same live classroom that you'll see within the Help Now video or the Job Now. So our next option here, below live tutoring, is for the Writing Lab. So this allows an adult learner to send in a piece of writing they're working on. So a paper for a class or any other piece of writing they're working on. They can send it in here and one of our tutors will review that and send it back to them. So you just follow the steps here to send in a document. You just browse to find the file on your computer that you want to send in to us. Pretty much any standard document type is accepted. Then you have a comments box where you can type out anything you'd like to say to the tutor who's going to review that file. So you can give them some background on what the piece of writing covers, what you're looking for help with, anything like that. And then click on the Submit Question button right here when you're ready to send that in. So that will give you this message right here, which directs you to your message center. So the message center is up here at the top of the page. That's where you'll go to retrieve the document that we send back. So right here is the one that we just submitted. This one right here. And then when the tutor sends back their response, it'll show up directly below this file right here. We go back to the home page. That was the Writing Lab button here. Now I'll move down to Skills Building. This one is just like the live tutoring option that we saw. This will also connect you with a live tutor. you'll see that the options here on the left are the same, so you connect in the same way. The only reason we have two options here is that the live tutoring button here is designed to be used by someone who has a specific question they need help with, and skills building is for getting help on a general topic or a skill. But both of these will connect you with a live tutor who's able to help. The Test Center will allow you to take academic practice tests. So again, you just choose either basic, intermediate, or advanced, and then you choose from one of the subjects available here, and you can take a practice test in that subject. So your test results will always be saved in the My Tests option right up here at the top of the page, so you can click on that and view your test results anytime. So just like I explained in the other videos, you'll need a username and password for certain parts of our service. You can use the same one here in the Adult Learning Center as you'll use back on either the Help Now page or the Job Now page. But for certain parts of the service, you'll need to have a username and password. So our system will always prompt you either to sign in or to create an account when you try to access one of those parts of the service. For today, I've already signed in, which is why it did not prompt me for that when I tried to access the Test Center here. For live tutoring and skills building, you can just connect and the system will give you a guest account. You don't need to be signed in. But for the Writing Lab and the Test Center and the next button we'll look at, 24/7 Help here, for all those options, you'll need a username and password. I'll move on now to the 24/7 Help button right here. So this will allow an adult learner to send in an academic question that they have. So you just type it out here in the box. You can attach a file if you have one, and then click on Submit to send that in. So that question will go out to our tutors. One of them will work on it and send back a response, again, within a max turnaround time of 1 business day from when the student sends that in. However, especially with questions sent in here, most of the time we'll respond much more quickly than 1 business day. We just say that to be safe. So you can send in a question here. You can also connect with a live tutor and ask your question there. This is just another option that your patrons can use. So let's go back to the Adult Learning Center homepage. We just looked at these 5 services here on the right side. Now let's look at the options that are available here on the left. So the first one is Pass the GED. So for anyone who is preparing to take the GED test, we have some resources here for them. So I click on that button. And we have study materials here available for the GED. Then we also have live tutors available. So just choose the section of the test you need some help with, and you can connect with a live tutor. And then on the right, we have practice tests. So here you can choose, again, one of the 5 sections of the test and take a practice test within that subject. And after taking one of these practice tests, you can then log in with one of our live tutors, and our tutors are able to go over your test results with you. So they can see your specific test results. They can open up the questions that you answered incorrectly, and go over those with you. Below the GED button, back here on the main page, we have Prepare for the U.S. Citizenship Test. So here we have the same options as we did for the GED test. So for the U.S. Citizenship, we have study materials, live tutors, and then practice tests. So you can use these 3 options here to prepare for the U.S. Citizenship Test. Below that button, we have our Write a Winning Resume option. So this is one of the services here in the Adult Learning Center that sort of goes along with the Job Now service. So that's why you can access the Adult Learning Center from Job Now. So here we have our resume option. I click on that button. So if anyone at your library, any adult patrons are preparing to apply to jobs, updating their resume for any reason, they can come here to get some help. So we have online resources here for resumes. Those are just some links to websites you can use that will help you write a better resume. We have an Upload Resume button right here. So this works just like our Writing Lab that we looked at before. That was where you could send in a piece of writing to have it reviewed. Here you can do the exact same thing with your resume. So once you have a draft written, you can click on the Upload Resume button right here, attach your file, and send that in to us. And one of our resume reviewers will review that. We'll provide some help with formatting the resume as well as the content of it. And then they'll send that back to you, again, within a maximum turnaround time of 1 business day. Next to the Upload Resume button here, we have Live Resume Help. So you can connect with a live tutor here in our online classroom, and you can go over your resume in real time or if you have any questions you want to ask about your resume or about resumes in general, you can do that here, connecting with a live tutor. If we go back to the home page here, Microsoft Office Help is our next option. So there we offer help with Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint up to the most recent versions of those programs. So here on the left, we have some online resources for these Microsoft Office programs. And then on the right, you can connect with one of our live tutors to ask any questions you have about Excel, PowerPoint, or Word. Then if we go back to the main page here, the last option that we have is called Career Resources. This also sort of goes along with the Resume button and the Job Now service. So these are some links that we've compiled that patrons can use to find available jobs to apply to. So within the Career Resources button here, we have two options. The Nationwide Resources option, right here on the top. This will provide national job search websites. So these are not really customized for your area. These are national job search websites that you can use. We have the page broken down into general job sites for students and recent graduates, and down at the bottom we have job sites for veterans. Then we also have a local resources for job seekers option right here. So this will be customized for your library's area and state. So the links you see here will be specific to your area. That's what these are right here. If you have any links you'd like us to add in addition to these, just go ahead and email those to us, and we'd be happy to add those for you. We can do that very quickly. And if you want any of these removed for any reason, we can remove these links as well. Okay, back on the main page here, those are all the main options that are available here in the Adult Learning Center. The buttons up here at the top of the page, again, these are all specific to your account. So when you're logged in with the username and password that you've created, you'll have these options here. And I went over these in the Help Now webinar, exactly what all of these do. A lot of these are more relevant to the Help Now service and not specifically to the Adult Learning Center here. So I'm not going to go over all of these again, but you can watch the Help Now video to see exactly what each of these options here is for. Okay, so that's how our Adult Learning Center works. Again, feel free to contact us anytime if you have any questions. And thanks for attending today, for watching. I hope it was helpful.